There is now an ever-increasing focus on global environmental concerns, and any good business is very aware of the importance of good environmental management practices and compliance. The ISO 14001 Environmental Management Systems Standard specifies a structured approach for organizations to identify and control their environmental impacts, comply with legal requirements, and improve their environmental performance. ISO 14001 can be applied to organizations of all sizes, types, and industries. It is especially relevant for organizations that want to reduce waste, optimize resource use, and demonstrate their environmental commitment to stakeholders. This training presentation will give you an overview of the following topics. The ISO 14001 standard is an internationally recognized framework for creating and maintaining an environmental management system. The standard helps organizations identify, manage, and improve their environmental performance in a clear and systematic way. The purpose of this standard is to minimize environmental impacts, comply with regulations, and promote sustainability. The key focus areas of the standard include reducing waste, using resources efficiently, and managing environmental risks and opportunities. Organizations can also get certified to the ISO 14001 standard to show their commitment to environmental management. An environmental management system specifies how a business manages its environmental aspects, impacts, risks, and opportunities. This system will outline a set of processes that enable a business to increase its environmental efficiency. Typically, an environmental management system will characterize a set of policies, procedures, processes, plans, and practices for managing risks and enable a business to meet all its environmental legal obligations. The plan, do, check, act approach is a continuous improvement cycle that is used to effectively manage an environmental management system. It ensures that environmental goals are systematically planned, implemented, monitored, and improved over time. Here's how it works. Planning means establishing the environmental objectives and processes necessary to deliver the results, in accordance with the organization's environmental policy. Doing means implementing the processes required to meet environmental objectives. Checking means monitoring and measuring the processes against the environmental policy and procedures, including commitments, environmental objectives, and operating criteria, and then reporting on the results. Acting means taking actions to continually improve on environmental performance to achieve the intended outcomes. An assessment system should be used to identify the significance of each type of environmental aspect and its subsequent impact. General types of environmental aspects may include using raw materials, energy, fuel, water, and chemical use, waste generation. General types of environmental impacts may include solid wastes, noise and odors, emissions and pollution, wastewater, contaminants, and increased landfills. To implement the requirements of the ISO 14001 standard, we need to determine the internal and external issues that are relevant and affect the ability to achieve our intended outcomes. Internal issues may include roles, accountabilities, and activities, workers and working conditions, market share, physical resources, performance, values, and culture, innovation and knowledge, wastes and energy use. External issues may include customers, markets, and competition, regulatory and statutory boundaries, technological, cultural, and social issues, the general public, suppliers and contractors, political influence. Leadership and active worker participation are foundational to the effective implementation of an ISO 14001 environmental management system and the realization of its intended outcomes. Strong, committed leadership is vital for setting a clear vision, fostering a culture of environmental responsibility, and ensuring the alignment of organizational efforts with environmental policy goals. Similarly, the involvement of workers at all levels plays a pivotal role in driving these efforts forward. When employees are engaged and empowered, they contribute valuable insights, identify opportunities for improvement, and help embed sustainable practices into everyday operations. Together, leadership and worker collaboration enable the creation and maintenance of robust processes that support environmental targets, objectives, and long-term sustainability commitments. Planning is a critical component of implementing and maintaining an ISO 14001 environmental management system. It ensures that an organization identifies and addresses environmental risks, opportunities, and compliance obligations effectively. Through thorough planning, organizations can set realistic objectives, allocate necessary resources, and establish clear processes to minimize their environmental impact. It helps in identifying significant environmental aspects, such as energy consumption or waste generation, and prioritizing actions to address them. Proper planning also supports continuous improvement by fostering a proactive approach to environmental performance, enabling businesses to align their operations with regulatory requirements and stakeholder expectations. Ultimately, planning is the foundation for creating a structured, efficient, and sustainable environmental management system that drives long-term benefits for the environment and the organization. Planning for ISO 14001 is an ongoing process, and this planning needs to anticipate changing circumstances when determining our environmental risks and opportunities. An ISO 14001 environmental management system needs to have the required support and resources needed to achieve the desired outcomes. Support and resource allocation should be assessed during reviews and consider people, infrastructure, the work environment, information, suppliers and partners, and financial resources. Support is essential for the successful implementation of an ISO 14001 environmental management system, as it ensures that the necessary resources, competencies, and engagements are in place. Without robust support, an ISO 14001 system may fail to deliver its intended environmental and business benefits. Operational planning and the control of processes are also needed to implement and benefit from an ISO 14001 system. Key aspects to deliver these environmental benefits may include environmental design, environmental procurement planning, manufacture planning, packaging, transport and delivery considerations, intended use with consideration to the environment, end-of-life treatment and disposal, establishing preventive and/or predictive maintenance and inspection programs, the application of legal requirements and compliance obligations. Performance evaluation is a vital aspect of an ISO 14001 environmental management system because it ensures the system's effectiveness and continuous improvement. Regular monitoring, measurement, and analysis allow organizations to assess their progress in meeting environmental objectives and compliance obligations. By conducting internal audits and management reviews, companies can identify strengths, weaknesses, and areas for improvement, enabling them to make informed decisions and adapt to changing circumstances. Performance evaluation also fosters accountability and transparency, as it provides evidence of the organization's commitment to reducing its environmental impact. Furthermore, it helps identify trends and potential risks, allowing for proactive measures to enhance environmental performance. Ultimately, performance evaluation ensures the system remains relevant, effective, and aligned with organizational goals and environmental responsibilities. Improving an environmental management system is essential for ensuring its continued effectiveness and relevance in addressing environmental challenges. Continuous improvement allows organizations to adapt to evolving environmental regulations, stakeholder expectations, and technological advancements. ISO 14001 improvements can be gained by reviewing the results of environmental performance. This may include environmental risk and opportunity evaluations, assessment of the changing needs and expectations of interested parties, the effectiveness of the environmental management system, reducing or eliminating adverse environmental impacts, increasing beneficial effects and opportunities, the level of cost savings, and internal and external audit results. Some key elements need to be considered to ensure the successful development and implementation of an ISO 14001 environmental management system. This includes determining resource gaps, ensuring the support and commitment of management and the employees, maintaining a focus on the fundamentals such as the environmental policy and legal requirements, ensuring that everyone is aware of what is being done, why it's being done, and how it's being done, proving regular communication and feedback to stakeholders on progress, progressing gradually and efficiently through the ISO 14001 standard. By addressing these elements systematically, organizations can develop and implement a robust management system that aligns with ISO 14001 requirements and drives meaningful environmental and operational benefits. An ISO 14001 environmental management system offers several key benefits for organizations seeking to improve their environmental performance. It helps businesses systematically manage their environmental impacts, reduce waste, and optimize resource use, which can lead to cost savings. By adhering to the ISO 14001 standard, organizations can demonstrate a commitment to sustainability, improving their reputation, and building trust with customers, stakeholders, and regulatory bodies. An ISO 14001 system also ensures compliance with environmental laws and regulations, reducing the risk of legal penalties. Additionally, it fosters continuous improvement by encouraging regular assessments and audits, enabling organizations to adapt to changing environmental standards and expectations. Ultimately, the implementation of ISO 14001 can contribute to long-term environmental sustainability and a more competitive, resilient business model. Implementing and maintaining an ISO 14001 environmental management system can present several challenges for organizations. One of the main difficulties is the initial investment of time and resources required for setting up the system, including conducting environmental assessments, training staff, and developing documentation. The complexity of aligning the system with existing business operations may also cause disruptions or require significant changes to established processes. Additionally, ensuring the ongoing commitment from management and employee engagement can be challenging, as environmental initiatives often compete with other business priorities. Maintaining compliance with the standard can be resource-intensive, particularly for organizations with limited staff or expertise in environmental management. Lastly, keeping the system up to date in response to evolving environmental regulations and standards requires ongoing monitoring, adjustments, and audits, which can be burdensome for some uncommitted organizations. Employees play a crucial role in ensuring the success of an ISO 14001 environmental management system by actively contributing to its implementation and ongoing improvement. First and foremost, employees can familiarize themselves with the organization's environmental policy, objectives, and specific procedures outlined in the management system. By following these guidelines in their daily activities, employees help minimize the environmental impact of their operations. Additionally, fostering a culture of sustainability within the organization can be achieved by employees suggesting and participating in eco-friendly initiatives, such as waste reduction, energy conservation, and resource efficiency. Employees can also contribute by identifying potential environmental risks and hazards, reporting issues, and proposing corrective actions to management, and regularly participating in training sessions and staying informed about environmental regulations can help ensure that employees are equipped to comply with the system's requirements. Furthermore, employees can embrace continuous improvement by offering feedback on the system's effectiveness and suggesting improvements to enhance environmental performance. Through these collective efforts, employees help build a more sustainable, environmentally responsible organization. If you need a high-level ISO 14001 management system template, just visit our website, www.mysafetyworks.com.au. If you would like to have the tools listed here, just go to our website's Contact Us page and send us a message. Be sure to include ISO 14001 tools in your message. If you would like to see more of these types of videos and receive some more free tools, please hit like and subscribe to our channel.